So hopefully you enjoy. And today I wanted to spend also, as we did in previous classes on the evening, in the yin, to do more with the legs, to the lower part of the body, hips, to open the area of the joints, the groins, to the legs, also the liver meridian, the spleen, the stomach, and some side stretches for the gallbladder we will be doing today as well. So prepare also some pillows to support yourself later on in the class. You will probably be needing that. And we will start very gently in our supported child pose. Open the knees a little bit wider. And maybe use a prop under your chest if you feel like. And try really to connect the palms in the prayer position and put it above your head, if that feels okay for you. If for whatever reason the shoulder area is too tight and you cannot touch the palms, just open them. Place your forehead into the ground. Feel free to have something under your chest, your heart or not. And stretch and open the arms all the way up, gently touching the palms together. And while you're in that nice heart opening stretch for the arms and the chest, you can also place your hands, as you see, with the dong above your head if the stretch is too much for you, for the hot space, the long space. And then just start really paying more attention to your breath. And maybe go with every inhale up from your tailbone, along the spine, towards the head, and breathe out through the front. Gentle, soft, long breath. Maybe even if you feel like releasing some tension and heat out of your heart space, you can open the mouth with the exhalation and breathe gently out with the healing sound of the heart. Just notice how the breath is opening your throat area, soothing it with every inhalation and exhalation with a healing sound. Feel how your heart space is feeling, how the body is responding. And take last 3 deep breaths in and out. Giving some space to your heart organ. And then very slowly release the palms. Make some space, place them down with the palm on the mats. And then just bring them towards your ears, shoulder area. And on the next inhale, very slowly move yourself up towards hands and knees. Do it not too fast. And just place the palms under the shoulder area, knees under the hips. And very gently from here, start rolling with the spine, picking all the sides of your body, left and right, up and down. Use your neck and make it small, not too big. Just feel how the body is moving. And go to the other side, change direction. Maybe you feel your lower back or something else. Maybe your belly feels tight. Side of the body, neck. And then just place yourself on hands and knees, and we will do a couple of warm-ups for the hip area. We will be turning it internally and externally. What you do, you lift up your right foot towards the buttocks, and feel free if your knee is sensitive to maybe fold the mat or place some blanket or pillow for the softness to protect the knee. Feel free to a little bit maybe flex the toes, right? So flex the toes towards you, heel is away from you, and without moving the hips. So activate, so don't have a hollow back, just activate the Mula Bandha, navel a little bit gently in, active lower Tanchen, lower belly area, and then move only the foot and the lower part of your leg externally, just turn it. Maybe you see the foot now, when you look to the right, you see it, and keep the hips stable. And then return back, turn it internally. And maybe the space is less, right? And then just move it out again, externally. And then you feel that rotation, how far you can go. So the foot is active, the hips are stable. Don't move your tailbone. It's facing to the back on one spot. And just feel how far you can really rotate with that upper leg, that hip, warming up the space, becoming more conscious and aware of that hip area. And don't compensate with your hip and the buttocks. Do the last one, return to the middle and just relax the space. And when you stay on hands and knees now, maybe you feel already difference, right? It's between the left side and the right side. Then we go to the other side. Left foot lifts up, maybe flex a little bit, gently activating, not too much, keeping the hips stable, and just move the foot to the left. Externally rotate the upper leg, the hip area, the hip joint. Maybe you see the foot when you look to the left, and then move it back internally. Just rotate on that knee joint, and still maybe when you feel the knee, just place some blanket underneath to support it, to protect it, and just keep rotating internally towards the buttocks and away from the buttocks. Keep the hips stable, navel in, stable core. Just feeling that movement of your upper leg. Do the last in and out. And then return to the middle and just give yourself a nice stretch again in a child. Maybe the hands under the head, just for a few seconds, releasing the hips down towards the heels. And then lift yourself slowly up. And now sit on the left side of your buttocks, and we will be opening the legs and maybe try to do like a 90-degree angle. So putting the left knee in front of you. And if this is for any reason maybe tight in your hips already, then you can always place a blanket or a pillow under the left buttocks. Then it will give you a little bit more space. And then the compression is definitely less here on this left side, and maybe the right side as well. So try really to keep the feet maybe a little bit more open and away from the thighs, if you manage. If for whatever reason that's not possible, then you can change the distance. But the left leg is in front of you and the right leg is turned back. I will be removing the block from my buttocks because I have enough space in my hips. Yeah. And then just grab your right hip and maybe turn a little bit more internally and then back. Just feel how much space you have here. Just feel that gentle stretch on the line right side of the gallbladder meridian. And stay here. So once you rotate internally, just stay here. Place your hands in front of you somewhere, in front of the left knee. Maybe you want to have some support, some pillows. You can stay on your arms or maybe a little bit lower. Yeah, but try to internally rotate that right hip and just place yourself down, maybe completely on the ground or supporting yourself on the pillow. So choose your way. Maybe you want to go a little bit more to the front, like having that knee under your chest and your lower leg. So feel where you want to have that angle in your hips. Gentle compression on the left side and an extension in the back of the right side. And if lowering down is too much for you, stay a little bit higher. Just relax the leg, relax the hips, the belly, and the face, the neck. And if you feel that maybe the compression in front of you on the left side is too much, you are also stretching a little bit in the outside of the gallbladder line on the left side, depending on the angle that you choose. And just relax in the breath. The liver, the wood element, is already rising in its existence the last couple of days. The nature, the climate is becoming warmer and warmer every day, but still doing that very slowly, gradually, which means that our body needs to adjust as well to that rising young energy. And sometimes when we do too much and are too active, have too much stress from work or maybe family life, then maybe you can feel that there is somewhere some suppression of that energy. Maybe you don't feel that energized how you would like. Maybe you have some headaches, some tension in the chest. Because maybe you want too much of that young energy rising, too much activity, and the body needs to take it more step by step. And then very slowly from here, try to place yourself gently, one by one, with your arms back again. Maybe you feel that left side is releasing a little bit. Keep your legs where they are. Just try to sit up and place the hands a little bit more back, placing them behind your buttocks, and just stay with the legs where you are and just open the body, the chest. Maybe just drop the neck towards your shoulders, open the throat gently. Gentle opening for the chest. Just give yourself a little bit more space. But still feeling that rotation in your hip area, left more externally, right more internally. And then from here, very gently return to the middle, and then just try to maybe help yourself lifting up the right leg, turning it back, and then just very slowly place the foot down for a moment. Just place it down before you stretch it, right? And then try to stretch the right leg just in front of you, right? And still keeping that 90-degree angle with the left leg. If for whatever reason you want to place the foot closer, feel free to do so. Otherwise, try to open it a little bit more. And now you have a nice opening here, 90-degree. The right leg is in front of you. And just try to lower down your body. And maybe you don't come that far. That's completely not a problem because your left leg is more rotated externally. So maybe you place some support on your extended right leg. Maybe you use your hands or lower down a little bit more towards the calf or the ankle. You don't need to go for the toes if that's too much for you. Just feel yourself supported here. And now maybe you feel now a deeper stretch on the left side of your body. Use the pillows, whatever you have to maybe place on your leg to support yourself. And breathe into the stretch in the side of your body, maybe the hip on the left. Feel free to place something under the left knee if you need to. If the hip is giving you too much tension, then you can always lift it up, the left knee, and place something below, under the leg. Feel free to place one hand if you support yourself and your left hand is free. You can always massage and wipe over that side that is in the stretch. Maybe cover up the kidney area a little bit. Feeling that stretch on the left side. And then on the next inhale, very gently start walking back towards you with your hands lifting up so you feel that the left side is releasing. Now stay with the right leg stretched. Lift up the left knee and then pick up the leg and turn it to the outside, right? So now your foot is in the back towards the buttocks here. And now feel the difference, how much space you have now when you want to lower down towards that extended right leg. And probably you go much lower. So now you can maybe go for a gentle twist again, a little bit deeper. The hip area is more free, so you can go a little bit deeper. Use again some props in front of the leg on the inside, maybe open the chest if you want. So depending on how you want this rotation for yourself, maybe you want to go all the way down towards the leg with the belly, or maybe opening the chest. So find your own twist here. Yeah, if you have a knee tension now on the left side, you can open the leg a little bit more. So you can open or maybe even extend like this. So Dong is showing you the option. So feel free to open the legs a little bit more. And if your hips are fine and the joints are okay on the left side, then you can stay with the leg to the back. And take a nice last deep breath in here and a nice deep breath out. And now we continue to lift ourselves gently up from this deep stretch for the hips. And now the front leg, lift it a little bit more up and just bend it again. And we are now basically turned to the other side where we started, right? So feel free now to bring the right foot a little bit more in. Place your hands in front of your right knee. Lift yourself a little bit more up and then just try to stretch the back leg more. And we make a nice transition here to this pose, right? And now you can have some options. If your knee is okay, you can open the leg a little bit more to the front, but don't have to. Some of you might be even sitting on the heel with the hip area. If you don't have that option, you can always place a pillow maybe here on the left side, under the groin area, or maybe under the right buttocks. Can you place some block to support yourself? So you have different options here to go in however position you want to be. So the right leg is bent, the left is extended all the way to the back, and the foot is relaxed. You can always tuck in the toes back, lift the knee up, and maybe push yourself a little bit more to the back. Always an option. And just feel here. You have maybe now when you're up, you have a back bend in your back, but now try to lower down a little bit more towards your elbows. And maybe depending on your hip space that you have, some of you might release that right buttocks more to the ground if you don't have any pillow or support under it. Or maybe just turn more to the left hip, lifting the right hip more up. And you can also move the whole body more towards the knee, the front knee. See what that does to your body. How that feels for your stretch. Because if you go more to the right side and more to the knee, then the whole left side is being stretched more. Then you also take from that groin, that psoas area in front of your leg, left leg, all the way up towards the side of your body where the liver and the gallbladder meridians continue to run. And maybe you can drop yourself all the way down towards your arms with your head, or maybe you want still some support. Feel free to grab something and use. And if you want, for whatever reason, just bend the back knee a little bit to release the stretch, the extension, feel free to do so. Then you drop the body more to the right buttocks, create some space in the hips to make it softer. So you can see how Dong is in her variation here, which gives you maybe more space and softness in that hip area. So you don't need to go that deep in those hips. And just breathe into the belly, to the place in your body where you feel the gentle stretch. And release the stagnation, the stress out of your body with every exhale. Gently opening the front of the body, which is in the extension in your hip area on the left side. Relaxing the psoas muscle in your groin area. Softening that space. Letting go. And then very slowly from here, when you take the next gentle inhale, you start lifting yourself slowly up again. And maybe turn to the right side now, giving those hips some space, and bring the back leg, the left leg, a little bit more in. And maybe make some sound, releasing. Place your hands to the back and try to lift the knees now up. And having the knees bent, feet in front of you. Feel free to stretch out here, shake a little bit, giving the hips some space here out of the compression that we had. And then from here, very gently grab the knees again and slowly roll back on your back. And then moving here, the knees from left to right, open the feet a little bit wider into the mat. And then just gently move left, the windshield wipers left and right. And maybe you feel some sensations in your hips still. And then lift the knees, come to the middle, grab the knees towards the chest. And if you manage, try to make a happy baby here, grabbing your ankles, maybe your shins or your socks, and maybe even your outside of the feet, and just holding that happy baby for a few breaths. Releasing the lower back, dropping the belly. And then you can bring the feet a little bit more towards each other, relaxing the legs, holding the feet or the ankles. Choose your option. And then while you're still holding the right foot or ankle, just release the left one and slowly place the foot down. You can keep it bent, and if you want, you can just walk away from you and stretch it. And the other leg, right leg, is in that half happy baby pose. And see if you can keep that knee bent here in the half happy baby. Try to grab your foot with the left hand or the ankle, and then rotate it to the left, lift up the right hip, buttocks, and go with the bent leg all the way towards the left side. So your leg is completely bent. Don't stretch it, and hold the foot if you manage, or the ankle or the sock. And the left leg, it just turns, it rotates by itself also, right? So just relax that left side. And now you have a deeper stretch on the right side, the right buttocks, all the way towards your thigh. Maybe you open the right arm and maybe open the chest a little bit more. Try to keep hold, grab of that right leg, that foot. Maybe place some block or some pillow under the foot to create some space and support. So feel free to use the props and try to make that nice deeper stretch on the right side. Maybe look away from the knee to the other side with your neck, if your neck allows it, or just keep facing up towards the ceiling. And try, even your belly is in a twist and maybe a little bit of a compression by the leg. Try to breathe into the belly, into the right side where your liver and the gallbladder are. Feeding the liver with some inhalation and breath, releasing with every exhalation. A lot of times this gallbladder is really tensed on the side of the body. When the energy gets stuck, when the liver energy cannot flow freely, openly, then also the gallbladder can give some tensions in the side of the body, creating some maybe sensations, awkward sensations and symptoms all the way towards your SI joints in the back, the lower back. And every exhalation use to release that tension, release that frustration, maybe even for whatever reason. Sometimes we get frustrated when the energy cannot, the emotions cannot flow freely, come and go. The stuff gets stuck. Maybe we get a little bit frustrated about different things. And then very gently from here, start turning the head back and maybe just hugging in that knee, that right knee, very slowly. Maybe the stretch was quite deep for you. Then just keep the knee close to your chest and just remove back to the middle. And just hold off that knee. Just grab it up and just keep it bent. And now just keep it close to the belly, giving yourself some space here. And again, if you manage, if you're okay like that, holding the knee towards the chest, maybe a little more towards the armpit, again, feel free to maybe grab the ankle and the happy baby again. And just holding the bent leg on the right side of your body. If for whatever reason that is too much for you, then lower down the foot and just hold the knee towards the chest. But maybe pushing a little bit more open. So the knee away from you, holding the foot and the knee, and making that external opening of that hip on the right side. And try, do not compensate with the left side. Make sure that the left hip is still nicely and grounded on the mats. And if you can, hold that half happy baby leg with your right hand. Also an option. Okay, and then just slowly release that foot, slide with the left foot towards you and just hold the knees against the belly. Maybe grab the feet again, the ankles, move a little bit left and right. And then I would like to ask you to come back to the sitting position. So if your energy is low, you can always turn the whole body to one side and then lift from there. If you have enough energy, then try to use your legs to roll up and down and just lift yourself slowly up again. And once you're up, you can still feel free to open the feet, open the legs, support yourself with your arms in the back. And maybe if you manage, open the legs a little bit wider here, drop the knees down if your hips are okay. And then open, flex the feet a little bit and just feel that nice opening and stretch in the hips. If this is for whatever reason too much for you, just place the feet down and just keep that opening like this, right? You can always place some pillows left and right if you have enough pillows to support, but now just allow the knees to drop and just open it, open and feel here, some softness, some gentleness. A few moments and breaths to feel that opening before we transition to the other side. And the only thing you do now is just place the left foot back on the mat and turn the left knee internally. Drop it to the inside and come back to the middle, lift yourself up, and now you switch sides. So the left leg is bent to the back and the right leg is in front of you. And again, feel free to place something under your right buttocks, a pillow or something if you need more space in your hips. And then again, use your right hand somewhere next to the leg, and then place your hand on the left hip and just move a little bit more to the front and to the back. Rotating that hip again internally and externally. And maybe you feel already here some sensations that you don't like, maybe sharp sensations. You can always move the feet closer if the 90-degree angle is too much. So feel free to change that. And once you turn internally, stay there, place both hands somewhere in front of the right knee, and try, feel free to stretch the left leg more out if your knee is giving you some awkward sensations. If that is okay, try to keep the 90-degree angle and feel free to drop the body more down to the right side. You can also create some more compression on the right side in the hip to place yourself in front of the foot, the shin. Also an option. Then you have more tight compression in the hip. So feel free what is okay. You can also walk a little bit more to the right side. Then you have a nice extension on the left, right? I like myself to have a deeper compression on the right side. So just stay in front of my shin and breathe into the belly. If for whatever reason the sharpness is not nice for you, then you can always lift a little bit more up or stretch out the legs more, bring the foot more in. Yeah, so if the front knee is sensitive, you can always bring the foot more in. Sometimes it even helps to flex the toes a little bit more to protect the knee. Support your head if your head is not completely down on your palms or hands. Just breathe into those hips. Breathe into that area where we can hold a lot of stress related maybe even to traumas or emotions or things from the past. Especially women can really hold a lot of things there. Tighten that area. So breathe into that hip area. Look inside where the groin area is, and the psoas muscle is covering this whole area. Maybe responding to everything what is going on in your life, which you need to overcome. This psoas muscle can really react and get tight and give a lot of complaints in that area, including the lower back. And then take a nice last deep inhale here. And maybe exhale through the mouth, releasing the last tension here. And then very slowly, very gently, you start lifting yourself up from here. When you were in that compression, do it gently. Feel how the body is really releasing here. When you go to the middle and shift the weight to the left and to the back. And now from here, if you can, tighten a little bit more up in your belly. Try to lift up the left leg. And as if you want to kick somebody, you just straight it out and place it in front of you to the left. And maybe if you can, try if that right leg can still have that 90-degree angle, right? If for whatever reason that's not possible, bring it more in. Also an option, yeah? If you want more practice here for that hip, feel free to open it more. And now you don't have that much space here. So you turn towards that extended left leg and just try to lower down. If for whatever reason this is too much, you can always go more in between the legs, right? So because of that hip extension here of hip external rotation, you will not be able to go very deep. So that's okay. Use some props, pillows, blocks, whatever you have to support yourself here. And relax, maybe put some pillow under the right knee to support it. And just feel how you're really trying to go to the left leg, but also feeling that opening on the right side where the hip is. If this is too much, bring the leg more in. Just feel, don't overdo it. Hips are also very sensitive, so if you go too deep, you will be feeling that tomorrow.
I'm feeling that anyhow tomorrow.
Yeah. And just breathe into that space. Allow the body to release any emotional stress or mental things that you're really overthinking too much. Maybe even all the things you're planning for yourself in this year, in the spring. Maybe all creative ideas you have. Just breathe through them and allow the body to soften and to deepen in this opening. So we can really let go of everything that is not helping you to move forward. Maybe you feel something on the right side. I start to feel really some tension popping up in my right side to the lower back, to the side of the body. And then on the next inhale, very slowly and gently, paying attention to that right side, you lift yourself up, give yourself a little bit more space here. Then you feel how this is releasing. Just help yourself to lift the right knee up. Ooh, maybe you feel this. And then, yeah, we will be turning to the other side. So all the way back. And also here, if your knee or hip are sensitive, the left leg is still on the same space. Feel free to stretch it out completely, yeah, like we did this one. If this is too much for the knee, you can also place the foot closer to your buttocks or more away from you. Feel what it does for the joints. And now when you walk towards that extended left leg, you can come deeper. You have much more space. So then try really to use that space now to go deeper into that stretch, maybe even on the left side, on that bladder in the back of your left leg. Use the props you have on your arms, the chest. Maybe you want to go for the foot or the toes, feel free to do so, but don't overdo it. Make it gentle, keep it soft. And if this is so too much, just do the pose that Dong is doing. Also here, you can go for a twist if that is okay. Open the body more. Grab the side of the body, support the kidney on the right side. All different options. If you want to go more for the stretch in the bladder, you go more for the stretched left leg. Breathe into the hips, the belly, the side of the body. You're targeting a lot of meridians that are running through the leg area, through the groin area, including the liver and the gallbladder, but also the stomach and the spleen, which have the pathways through those hips in the front, the groin area. But also the kidneys on both sides. It's really a pathway through for most of the meridians. So create that opening, create that space for those meridians to connect the upper body with the lower part, the yin with the yang. And then from here, when you're ready, on the next inhale, very slowly release the hands wherever they are. Start releasing slowly and walking back. And if you can, keep that right leg bent or move it to the back, because now the front left leg, you can put it more in and lift yourself more up and just straighten the back leg, the right leg. And we are back in this position. And now you have different options. Feel free to maybe go more to the left, to the right. And when you move slowly, you can feel, okay, where is my place today? Maybe you want just to relax on the left side, then you relax more, and then you drop the back leg a little bit more so you don't stretch it completely. And maybe you're just fine in the middle, right? Maybe you want something, a block under the left buttocks to support yourself. If you want to go for a deeper opening in the hip for whatever reason, you can always place the front foot more open, the shin towards the front, and stay there. Protect the knee by flexing your toes in the front. Maybe the heel doesn't go that farther, so then just place the heel under the pelvic floor, and then it's okay to sit on it. And then feel free to maybe drop completely to the floor. Maybe you want a deeper stretch to the left side. Or maybe just go and stay in the middle. See which hook you want to take. Maybe more to the left. Creating a deeper extension all the way from the side to the right side of your body to the knee and the foot on the right side. And breathe into that extension through the joint area, your psoas in the front, connected through the belly with your spine, lower part of the spine, and also the back of the right leg. Use every exhalation to create more space, let go. Of all stagnations. Let go of the stress mentally or emotionally or physically. But feel the softness at the same time arising from that pose, from the yin energy we are trying to cultivate here in this moment, connecting with the earth. Feel yourself supported and grounded here in this pose. And maybe dropping the hips, really feeling how the earth is supporting you here. Soften whatever you can soften, your face, your jaw, shoulder, neck. And then very slowly from here, try to, when you have something on your left buttocks, release it and then just keep turning towards that left side and lifting yourself gently up. Bend the back leg, and just turn the whole body open to the front, open the legs. And again here, maybe you want to stretch out or maybe do some windshield wipers here, left and right, moving the hips again. Feel what your body likes to do here. Maybe you just want to stretch out and just stay there like this. Also fine, just enjoying the space. When you're ready, then you can really lower down slowly. Yeah. On the belly, just grab the knees towards the chest and maybe just again, do that happy baby. Bend the knees, grab the ankles, open the hips here. Feel how the knees are dropping towards the side of your body, the armpit and the oxal. If you can go for the feet, go for the feet, for the outside of the feet. Maybe you just close the feet and do this nice butterfly. Also okay, just feel how the lower back is really extending and dropping, releasing into the ground, feeling that space we are creating the whole time in that middle part. And when you're ready, just hold, keep holding of that left leg, release the right leg, and very slowly holding the knee, maybe just place the foot down, and very slowly just stretch the right leg down if you like. And just feel now. Now you just switch the hands. You get hold of your left foot or ankle or the shin with your right hand and just take it with you. Just push it, pull it or push. I don't know. And then just turn to the right side. Turn, 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 turn. The left buttocks lifts up and maybe put something under the foot to support it, but try to keep the leg bent and just twist and turn as much as you can. Open the chest, open the shoulders to the ground, open the left arm, maybe look to the left if your neck allows it. And then just feel that deep stretch coming from the lower back to the side of the buttocks, glutes, along the outside of the thigh, extending and really stretching that gallbladder here. Twisting in the spine and the lower back, creating space in the Tantien. Breathe into the belly. Breathe into that center, the left side, which is more open here now. And relax the other leg. The other leg is just extended, but just soft. And it falls wherever it wants to fall. Soften every single inch of your body. Breathe into your organs in the belly. Every breath you take, the diaphragm is pushing your organs down, and now in that twist, you're really massaging the whole digestive system in your belly, including the intestines. Opening, giving some space to the stomach area and the spleen area on the left side. And in the spring, we really want to detoxify our body, right? So you have different ways of detoxifying. We already detoxifying right now by making those poses, those twists, and breathing into it, stimulating the flow of blood, energy and oxygen, and your body is already detoxifying. But also very important to maybe pay more attention to the food in the spring. Eat more greens to clean the body from the winter toxins, stagnations on your organs. And once you detoxify, you clean your body, then everything can be fresh and start again. Start in the new beginning, in the new energy of the spring, going into the summer, giving you really that nice energy. And then very slowly here, start really to release the hands, maybe left hand placed on your ribs, turn the head back and just help yourself to grab that left knee towards the chest and turn back. My back is cracking all the time. And just hold that knee, grab that knee, above the shin, and just hold it against the chest. Relax the spine now, feel how it's really becoming neutral. And if you have space, if this is okay for you, just hold that knee against the chest. If you can, go for the half happy baby, grab that left foot or knee or ankle, and just try to open more in those hips. And if you want to just lower down with the foot, then just do so. Now you go more for the opening, external opening. We just did the internal rotation. Now we do again the external. Creating space again. And if the right side is giving you too much sensation, you can always bend that right leg freely. Breathe very nicely now. A last couple of breaths before we release. And then very slowly just let go of the left foot and leg. Place the foot down. If you want, just maybe bend the legs first and just allow the feet to open and just relax that pelvic floor. Just drop it towards the mat, the earth. Maybe place the hands in your groin area, holding it. Just enjoy that spaciousness you created, that openness in that area, breathing into it. And now very slowly you start gliding away with your feet if you want, right? So if you want to keep the knees bent, keep them. And once you stretch out the legs completely, now you can feel, okay, how is that space feeling now? When I stretch out completely and open the body, maybe you feel a lot of warmth in that area, softness, relaxation. And the psoas has been really targeted here, so it can really react or give you some nice afterflow. And maybe you want to open in a butterfly, closing the feet together. Just feel free to do whatever you want in that area. To just take a few moments to feel and observe your body. And then from here, very slowly, bring yourself a little bit more back towards the bent knees and turn to one side of your body into the fetus holding, fetus pose. Just give yourself a hug, make yourself really small, knees to chest. Just take a few breaths here of softness and gentleness you've created, you activated in this class. And maybe you still want to stay on the ground and feel like, okay, I don't want to stand up, I just want to lay down and take a few moments. When you're ready, then just stay there. And when you're ready, just very gently use your hands to push yourself gently up and bring yourself back again into the seated position. And when you now cross your legs, maybe you feel still something in that area. Just feel how is it to sit like this again? And remind yourself that even after this intense opening of the hip area, you can always feel some sensations, maybe tomorrow or right away. So be gentle for yourself and give the body the time to recover again. Place the hands in front of your chest, your heart. your thumbs really onto your sternum. And with your next nice deep inhalation, you bring the hands all the way up through the midline, connecting with the heaven and the universe. And then exhaling, bringing that energy down through the heart, all the way towards the earth, bowing towards the yin energy in the earth again. Namaste. Thank yourself. Ah, guys, I cannot open my eyes. Thank you.